In our last episode, we made it to Barra de Navidad and celebrated St. Patrick's Day Mexican style, and almost got taken out by some fireworks along the way. This time around, we round up the troops and take a road trip inland to see Mexico's Colima volcano. But first, we've got to go see Secret Beach.
Very nice beach.
And if you're wondering, this is not Secret Beach.
This is the stairs to Secret Beach. Up and over the cliffs.
And Secret Beach should be on the other side.
See how it goes with high tide? I think it's a wet walk back.
And on the way up, there are some pretty great views along the way.
Up we go. This is Secret Beach. Don't tell anyone. Shh, it's a secret. It's a pretty awesome stairway.
Yep, Secret Beach is a pretty nice spot to spend the day, especially when you've got some good friends to share it with. After solving the world's problems and contemplating the meaning of life, we found a pretty great view on the way home that overlooked Barra de Navidad and our little floating homes off in the distance. Not too shabby. So one of the things we'd really like to see while we're here in Mexico is the Colima volcano. There's been a bunch of activity from it lately, and some big eruptions, I guess. So we'd kind of like to see it. And from here in Barra de Navidad, it's actually the closest we'll get to the volcano by boat. We're still a few hours away driving from it, and since we don't have a car, we've been trying to figure out how to see it. So we talked to one of our local friends here in Barra, and he had said, I got a friend who's got a cousin who's got a van, and for just a few bucks he'll take us on a tour up to the volcano. So we called our good friends that are anchored around us, and everybody's up for it too. But the thing about it, this is Mexico, so we don't know if this van is actually a van or back of a pickup truck with a bunch of chickens. We won't really know, but we'll find out because we're going tomorrow, and the whole crew wants to go, so it'll be a pretty fun adventure. So tomorrow, going to see the volcano. The next morning, we all piled in a water taxi and made our way to this so-called van.
We're going to see a volcano today. We have Brian, who we may sacrifice. He's the only virgin on the boat, so.
I mean, if I have to do it,
Yeah.
I'm for the team.
Yeah.
I need a lot of tequila first.
Well, that's the joy of it. You don't get any tequila, and we just get to watch you squirm.
If you drink too much tequila, you'll explode prematurely.
That's right. Oh, dueling cameras. Laser shots, laser shots. Ah!
To our surprise, the van was actually a van.
We're on our way.
I think I brought my toothbrush.
Got the crew, loaded up the van.
And we were off. For the next couple of hours, we wound our way inland and made our first pit stop here.
Just got the Colima. Got some ice cream.
Cocoa ice cream is the best. Highly recommend it.
Cheers.
I'm afraid they'll speak to the lights. Cheers!
Check out the square. Seems like every town in Mexico has got one of these squares. I have to say, this is one of the nicer ones. Beautiful. The city of Colima was founded in 1523 and is its state's capital. It's a major hub of commerce in Mexico and was voted one of the top 10 places to live in all of Latin America. After a quick roam through town, we were back in the van and off to this family-run coffee plantation.
Para tener café natural. El café natural es más fuerte.
No, this is especially for express coffee.
Oh, espresso.
It's for espresso.
Todo el proceso es selección.
We got the ins and outs of the family business, everything from growing and harvesting to sorting and processing.
Lo procesamos y lo secamos en el patio y es un grano completamente.
And we learned about what makes these beans good enough to be shipped out to a pretty finicky world market. Pretty interesting for sure. But the two best things about the tour were hanging out with this incredibly charming and proud woman and the samples at the end. Because I love some good coffee. We got jacked up on coffee, grabbed a couple of bags of beans for the road, and ended up here for lunch, where pigskins were on the table.
There's some smaller ones on the bottom. Oh my god. That could say, it's staying?
Pigskin. Chicken. Chicken. Pork.
I'm gonna just eat all that with this.
A little tiny piece.
That's a smart man right here.
Yeah.
Pigskin.
Pigskin right
Like
there.
an itty bitty pigskin. Nice job.
Tastes like tomatoes. I don't know what the big deal is. Yeah.
After choking down some pigskins, we hopped back in the van and finally made it to the volcano. Our idea of seeing the volcano was to get up close and personal and hopefully do some hiking. But due to recent activity, our driver wasn't taking us any closer, because in his words, we might die. So, we admired the volcano from a distance. There it is, all the way back there. We made it.
Yep.
Still
we
alive.
survived. We haven't gotten out yet, so it's still a possibility that we could be taken out by the volcano. We're gonna take home at least 3 of these dogs. Why they're accumulating here, we have no idea.
I'm not really sure if all the dogs that were roaming around were trying to tell us something, but we made it out safe and sound. And after a short ride in the van, we made it here. Brenda's excited about this one. I love a good cup of coffee, but Brenda, she loves a good beer. And this place makes some of the best beer in all of Mexico.
Para hacer una buena cerveza. Incluso en Alemania, una cerveza que tiene más de estos 4 ingredientes no es considerado.
We learned about their philosophy of making a good beer, heard about their community programs, and got a grand tour of the facilities. Pretty cool. This is like Laverne and Shirley back there. But the highlight of the tour for Brenda and a bunch of ragtag sailors were the samples at the end.
Con limita y ticus.
How is it, Jen?
No,
Tastes like the United States. Tastes like good brew.
Really good Mexican.
Which has been a long time since we've had this.
I bet we could wrestle a case from him.
Which one's that?
This is the Colombo. It's good, but I really prefer the Colombo.
Here's the Colombo. It's a red ale. It's good. It's a little chocolatey. I think I like the Paramo better. The Paramo is
beer. And because the paramo was excellent, Brenda finagled her way into a case of beer. And with that, we were back in the van for another couple hours and on our way home.
Well, we just got home, and I have to say, that was a pretty fun day, especially for not knowing what to expect. Brenda got a case of beer, I got a couple of bags of coffee, and we got to hang out with some pretty cool people. All good. But it was a long day, so good night.
Who can name that movie?